Hello, my friends. We just got our Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct, and it did not disappoint. So I'm here to give a little discussion thing on it because there was a heck of a lot in that Direct. Really a whole lot. They outlined the full, complete 2.0 version of the game. You know, this is the next big, fat, major content update. Very unfortunately, though, they did say that this would be the final major free content update, which is disappointing. I guess this is really a discussion for another day, but that is, I don't know, it seems like the kind of game that they'd want to keep alive kind of forever, but they're just kind of like, I don't know, I guess they're mostly done after this, which is weird, but again, we'll talk about that later. Overall, though, oh my gosh, it kind of just seems to be almost everything everyone wanted. Obviously not completely everything, but just tons and tons of the old stuff and characters that people have been asking for in the previous games. They kind of just jumbled it all together into one big thing and threw it at us all at once. So obviously we started off with the Roost. I think the Roost it was either the Roost or Gyroids, kind of represented what was left in Animal Crossing that people wanted to come back, and everyone's like, oh, why? So, they obviously saw that because they, in the regular Nintendo Direct, they gave us the little Roost thing, and they got us started here. They knew it was a big thing people had been asking for, so they brought that back and, put it in the museum. I know a lot of people really wanted the Roost because it lets you do, a different little mini game or something. I don't know if that's represented here, or if you really are just drinking coffee. Not really sure, but it's cool to have it back. Gyroids, though, that's a big one. Especially the first two games, I really did a lot with Gyroids. I liked them a lot. It was fun to find them and try to collect all the different kinds. I was never super gung-ho about it, though. Some people were really disappointed they weren't in the game. But now we got them back, which is really cool. I love that they're small. It wasn't like that in New Leaf, right? This is a new thing. As far as I know, this is a new thing, but they're small and you can put them up on tables and stuff, which is great because in the first game I had to have my whole entire basement was just dedicated to Gyroids because I just had so many. They look really fun. They look really cute. They've got these really interesting little designs, and I don't know. I really like the look of them. It looks like a lot of fun, and now you find them and then you plant them. It's pretty cool. Another very fun returning thing, Kapp'n boat tours. Although it kind of seems like a new thing, Kapp'n, he was there in the first game and I loved it. He sings you little songs whenever he takes you on his boat. I love it. I would do it all the time just to hear the songs, and it's great that he's back and he's actually doing the songs and everything. But then it seems to be its own whole thing where he will take you to other islands, and I'm not 100% sure on this. It kind of seems to just be a slightly different version, because you can already go on these tours of these other randomized islands. I don't know if this is just a new set of randomized islands. They were a little, it was a little mysterious in the Direct. They were just kind of you never know what you'll find, and sometimes you'll find places with different seasons, and it's cool though. I like the idea. I loved the randomized islands to explore in the base game, so this is definitely up my alley. So, cooking. We got it. It's finally here. It kind of, it's been in the data mine for so long. We just kept expecting it to happen. I thought it would happen last year during the fall season. But we finally got it. You can grow a few different kinds of crops and you can get recipes for meals. And it seems you can eat them. The way that they describe it, it sounds more like the most important part is just having the meals to display on your tables. Personally, I like a game element. Stardew Valley, I want to be able to sell them or something. I don't know if you'll be able to sell them for any amount. I hope at least some, a good chunk of change where it's worth it to plant a bunch of crops and make them into meals and sell them. I hope that's a thing, and that it's not really just for the fun of hey, look, it's a pizza and now we're eating pizza. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it was, though, because they don't want the game to get too gamey. They don't they don't want to change what the entire purpose of the game is. It's just another cute little thing to add to all the other cute little things you can do. But it's cool though. I'm really happy that that's a thing now. Even just the look of it. I love the look of crops, just more stuff to plant and have a little orchard or something. It's fun. Harv's Island came after I stopped playing. It seems you could do it's where the photography stuff is, but point is now Harv's Island is gonna have a little marketplace where they're bringing back a bunch of, you know, kicks and just a lot of the different characters that I guess we've just been kind of waiting for. It seems to be kind of the return of the city thing that was in City Folk and I guess in New Leaf as well. And that's, I don't know, it's cool. Just another thing, another place to go, stuff to do. And there's other like smaller stuff too. I mean, you know, like throughout the entire thing, they were talking about, you know, new hairstyles, new furniture, more customization options for the furniture and all that stuff. You got like partitions now. I can't remember if that was announced in the DLC part or if that's just whatever. You got partitions now, like so you can like partition off parts of the room, multiple themes. That's very, very cool. I think that's a really nice addition. You know, lots of little stuff, counter height, and now you can scoot behind small spaces. Just lots and lots of little things to just kind of make the game better. You know, you got a increased storage is cool. Pretty much every major update, they've increased it a little bit more just to keep us like, so it's a little silly. It's very, it's very artificial, but whatever. It's still fun to be like, hey, I got more now. But then the storage closet, that's really cool. Something you can place out anywhere you want on the island that lets you access your storage in your house. Thank you. Thank you. It's a very big quality of life thing. Been asking for a super long time, so that is very cool. What else you got? You got like more city ordinances where you can, you know, change stuff about the city. Just, you know, more customization. Very cool. Stretching. Basically, in the plaza, you could do like a little stretching thing. Another cute little thing that I'll never care about that I would have when I was really into Animal Crossing. Definitely as a kid. I love those little oh, I gotta do my stretching. You know, I used to get coffee every day. Not really my thing anymore, but it's cute, you know? It's cute. Overall, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Like, it really, it's almost weird that it all came all at once. It's the kind of thing where I expected a lot of this to be broken up. The whole entire thing has been weird. Their whole entire schedule has been strange. You know, when we expect a big update, we don't get one. Then we get random ones out of the blue. Yeah, I would think that these little things would come to us like, I don't know, week by week. You kind of get a new thing, and, you know, everybody's been clamoring for new stuff for so long, and then to like just wait for so long and give it to us all like more than a year after the game comes out, year and a half later. But it is cool that we're getting it. It's a lot of stuff that people were really asking for. You know, I'm not super into the game anymore, but looking around just at people's reactions, it sounds like, yeah, most of what everyone wanted. Really overwhelmingly positive reception. And there's the DLC. Don't worry, I'm not forgetting the DLC. I'm just going to do that last. As far as this update goes, unfortunately, I must say it's not enough for me to, like, I mean, there's like kind of a part of me that's tempted to get back in, but I don't know, that like there's like this core stuff that was wrong with the game that doesn't look like it's fixed here, so I'm just like, I don't think this is enough to push me back in. Kind of like key issues like bulk crafting. I know it's a big hot button topic or whatever, but I am pro bulk crafting. I love crafting. It's my favorite part of the game, but it's so annoying having to do it all manually, and it takes so long. Yes, I know if you mash the button, it goes faster. It doesn't help that much. So, like, no change there. Just like, I just want a better online experience. It's really, really awkward to connect with people online. I would love to, like, enjoy playing this game and enjoy playing it with my friends and to care, basically, but it's so cumbersome. I just don't even want to do it. Even just going and talking to the dodo guy and digging through all the menu options and everything, just to do anything. Like, that's the kind of stuff that pushed me away from the game. The game is just so slow and sluggish, and it just takes too long to do anything. And I don't know if any of that was addressed here. It doesn't look like it is. So all this other stuff is great for people who want to engage with the game a bunch, who are already like invested in it, but I don't know, for me personally, not really, which is a shame. But you know, it's how it goes. Not everything is for everyone. Okay, so the DLC, Happy Home Paradise. This was very smart. I almost like, it's another one of those ideas that feels like we almost should have seen it coming. You know, like we had Happy Home Designer on the 3DS. It was a full-priced game. It was weird. It just seemed kind of weird that it was a whole entire game and not a DLC. It seemed like a lot to ask for a very kind of simple idea. So now turning it into a DLC onto the base game here, very smart. It seems to be the same basic idea, but a lot more, you know, I never played it, but it looks, at least from what I can see, just more to do, more complex, more customization options and everything, and it just seems like there's a lot to do, and it is again not my cup of tea. Just the really trying to fine-tune the look of stuff and designing stuff, that was never really my thing. But to anyone who is all about that, which is a lot of people, which is a ton of people, this gives you endless ways to just make houses, to just use furniture, and it's kind of like a faster version of the main game where you can just be like, oh, I can put the house wherever I want, and I can put the fences and make the yard and put everything inside. Like, it's pretty cool. The people who love the design element of Animal Crossing are obviously gonna love it. And it's kind of cool that we're getting paid DLC, if anything, just because, like, I mean, I've said it before, you know, the free content was coming so slowly. It's like, look, I'll even pay you money. Like, we'll pay you money. Just give us some new stuff. So yeah, it's kind of cool. The price is a little weird. It almost kind of depends on, like, your perspective. It's like, okay, well, the full game was 40 and this is 25, so it's cheaper than when it was on the 3DS. But then at the same time, it's kind of like 25 bucks for a DLC. Like, you get a lot of content for 25 bucks with a lot of other games. And this seems fairly substantial, but not like, I don't know, not 25, like almost half the price of the base game. That is a lot to ask for. I don't know. And of course, it's all included in the whole Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, but I'm not talking about that in this video here. I got another video I'm doing where I'll be talking about that, don't you worry. So that's that. Lots of Animal Crossing DLC. Go down to them comments and, like, are you still playing Animal Crossing? Did you stop? Is this gonna be enough to kind of get you back into it? Let me know your feelings, your deepest feelings and desires. Just tell me, spill your heart out on the page down in those comments. Let me know. Have a good day, goodbye.